Breaking news, Nigerians. Simon Ekpa issues a fresh ultimatum to the Nigerian government, makes huge demand. Guys, you would be shocked. The Simon Ekpa-led Biafra government has issued a fresh ultimatum to the Nigerian government, demanding the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu and other Southeasterners being held across the country. Recall that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has remained behind bars since he was, brought from Kenya to Nigeria, a situation that has worsened the tension in the southeast region. Just earlier in the week, the entire southeast was under a total lockdown for 2 days, owing to a sit-at-home order declared by a viral video, which was disclaimed by both EPA and the IPOB leadership. However, speaking in a statement through his X handle on Thursday, Simon Ekpa called for the immediate release of all the people from the zone who have been held in various facilities. He also asked the judges of the southeastern region serving in other parts of the country to return back home. According to him, the ultimatum, which is expected to last October 27th, 2024, was a decision after a meeting held on Thursday. He claimed that the Nigerian judicial system had contributed to the insecurity in the region by installing anti-people governors. So the Biafra agitator further threatened a lockdown on all federal courts in the southeast from October 29th, 2024. And if his demands are not met, he will implement these threats. So Simon Ekpa now, called made this order and noted that the Nigerian government, the federal government, must return every Biafran being detained outside Biafra land within 72 hours. And these 72 hours will expire on Sunday, being the 27th of October 2024. Now, if his demands are not met, his group would lock down federal institutions in the zone, including courts. The Nigerian judiciary will not be spared. So this is it. Now, one may wonder, why is Simon Ekpa out of the country? Why is he out of the country fighting for Biafra freedom? Why is he not in Nigeria fighting for Biafra freedom? There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this Simon Ekpa guy. Some persons see him as, a spy, a mole, a criminal deceiving people under the guise of being a Biafra prime minister, under the guise of being a Biafra agitator. Meanwhile, some other persons see him as a savior, someone that is taking the fight after, Nnamdi Kanu, someone that is leading the charge of Biafra against the Nigerian government. So Simon Ekpa have given this warning that people out of the southeast region should come back. Those in the judiciary field should come back to the southeastern region. That something huge is about to take place. Guys, this is serious. So this one that Simon Ekpa has released and issued a 72-hour ultimatum that would expire on Sunday, where he tagged the Nigerian government as the Nigerian terrorist government to return every Biafran being detained outside Biafra land within 72 hours. He also noted that there will be an evacuation of every non-Biafran judges and the lockdown of some institutions, some judicial institutions, if they fail to adhere to his demands. And these institutions include the Federal Court of Appeal in Owerri, the Federal Court of Appeal in Awka, the Federal Court of Appeal in Enugu Judicial Division, the All Federal High Court in Biafra land, and the National Industrial Court in Biafra land. This is serious. Now, this is the latest from Simon Ekpa. So, my country people, what are your thoughts on this?
That represent Nigeria we are going to lock down the Court of Appeal, Owerri Judicial Court. We will lock down the Court of Appeal, Awka Judicial Court. We are also going to lock down the Court of Appeal, Enugu Judicial Division. We will lock down the Federal High Court in the entire Southeast to start with. After that, we will proceed to the South-South. We will also lock down the entire National Industrial Court in the entire Southeast and South-South comprising of Biafra. After this, we will move to customary court. So anybody that is in this court and you are not a Biafran, you are sent or posted to Biafra land to come to Biafra and preside over any case. Believe me, after the time that we are going to be voted for today, after that time elapses, your security will not be guaranteed. Our demand is very simple. From Nnamdi Kanu down to the lowest person must be transferred to Biafra land with immediate effect. We will begin to correct this impunity on the issue that when somebody is alleged to commit a crime, there is a jurisdiction. If you claim that somebody committed a crime in the Southeast, as you have given them, the person must be tried in that jurisdiction in the Southeast. Somebody cannot be abducted from the Southeast, sent to northern Nigeria, where he will be denied access to justice, he will be denied access to lawyers, he will be denied access to everything. You lock the person up, where the so-called crime were committed in a different region. That is ending today. The Biafra government will be voting on this particular issue I've mentioned. So, my fellow cabinet members, as a government, it is a priority for us to protect the interests of our people, to give them justice, fairness, equity, which Nigeria government have denied them. On this note, I move a motion to give 72 hours to every judges of the Court of Appeal in Owerri, every judges of the Court of Appeal in Awka, every judges of the Court of Appeal in Enugu Judicial Division, every judges of the Federal High Court in the Southeast and South-South, every judges of the National Industrial Court in the entire Southern region. If you support this motion that the Nigerian government is giving 72 hours to repatriate and return every Biafran that is being detained somewhere in the northern Nigeria and beyond. After 72 hours, these judges must vacate Biafra land with immediate effect. If you are for this motion, please, can we see your hands up? And the media team, can you put everybody on the screen so we can be able to see the hand before we go into our electronic